if he would have had one Banshee lance. On the other hand, Cass really should have protected his teddy bear, this one tank with sheets a little bit better, because it was doing so much damage on these gateway units that were standing over there. Sick. 76 supply right now for MTW Rine, 79 for Empire Cass. 42 probes against 37 SCVs. It's so close. Rine is going for something right now, which I think is a horrible idea. Certainly against these tanks on the high ground. He's going to lose his observer as well. Oh, that's bad. Do we have Banshees? But we're going to have Warp Prism action as well in the back. Oh, that's actually a brilliant plan, but I don't think he executed it very well so far. The Marines and these Marauders will be able to clear up these gateway units. There we go. He's going to drop Zealot, and Stalker, and here we have two Banshees. Wow, that's a lot of Stalkers being morphed in. And does Cass see it in time? I'm not sure if he's going to see it in time. Oh my god, Cass, you're losing so many SCVs in your main base right now. This game is so sick. 62 against 62 supply. 27 against 38. Wow. Wow, 15 worker lead right now for Rine. All I can say is wow. Like, my vocabulary is limited to wow right now. Like, I'm just going to be one of the wow casters. Wow, wow, wow. Rine warping in more and more units, doing a lot of damage. He's going to pick him up right now. Will he be able to save his Warp Prism? Yes, he will. And we're going to see a Twilight Council right now. Twilight Council. He's going to warp in units. Rine, are you sure? Well, he might actually be sure. He has a lot of gateway units. Cass, where are your units? Stimpack being used right now. Ah, yes, Cloak. Cloak will be able to take care of the sentries and perhaps this Stalker. The Stalker died already. Now more units with Stimpack arriving. We still have these tanks at the front as well. Oh, Rine, be careful, be careful. Do we have... No, he doesn't. Wow, Rine, what are you doing? He's losing. Well, how can he even see on the high ground? Oh, he still had a unit on the high ground. Wow, this is a bad move by Rine. He lost like 5, 6, 7 Stalkers, and he killed literally nothing. Sick harassment though. He's putting up so much pressure on Cass. Mad props for Cass for even still being in this game. And here we have that third orbital. Just fly it over here, Cass, and start dropping mules over here. It's pretty safe. I guess the only thing he's worried about is that Warp Prism being annoying again. Do we still have the Warp Prism? Nope. The Warp Prism fell. So sick. What an action-packed game. And wow, taking into consideration that this is the decider. This game decides which of these two guys we are going to see at Gamescom. Wow. The prize money has not been announced yet. It's been announced that there is $53,000 prize money for both League of Legends and StarCraft 2, but we don't know yet how it's going to be divided, so I can't say for how much these two players could potentially be competing. But well, last year I think Moro got it's either 5 or 10,000 for first prize. I think it was $5,000 in the Intro Extreme Masters Global Challenge, but it could, yeah, I think it would be 5,000. Look pretty sick. And just, of course, I mean, winning the Intro Extreme Masters Global Challenge, it's so prestigious. I mean, if you saw the crowd last year in the Gamescom hall, it was really one of the coolest things, at least the coolest thing that I've ever seen outside of WCG Chengdu. And there were so many people, and the fans, they were so passionate as well. Anyways, Cass right now is really quite far ahead. We're going to see a Dark Shrine on the side of Rine. But these Banshees are going to do a lot of damage. Now we have a drop as well. This drop will be able to take out this pylon at least. Rine lost so many units in that last attack. I really don't think he's going to be able to bounce back from it. Now once again, he's not mining anything. He is putting up his Nexus over here on the 11 o'clock position though. Oh, Banshee does fall down. Sorry for the bad camera movement. Nice blink right there. He will be able to snipe this Banshee as well, I think. If you move it a bit better. No, he won't be able to take it. He cancelled his Dark Shrine. Or it got cancelled and now he warps in one more. I don't think that's a very good investment though. I actually think it's a terrible investment. Because, I mean, there's a Mr. standing here already. I mean, of course you have a Warp Prism and you can drop DTs. It's always annoying. On the other hand, we saw Hawk coming back in the sickest game, in the sickest PvP against Naniwa. Where it's like 50 supply against 120 and he managed to come back, snipe the observers. But against Terran you will never really be in the same position because there's always going to be a scan eventually. Unless you run in with like 15 DTs and snipe all 3 orbitals. That seems a little unlikely. So here we go with the 2 Banshees. 8 and 9 kills on these 2 bad boys. Still an observer over there, so Rine knows what's coming. He should actually just offensive blink right now. He might be able to kill both observers. Well, Rine doesn't blink. He could have killed both Banshees, but he doesn't blink. And now we have 4 Zealots still in his Warp Prism. Maybe he drops them right on top of the tanks. Kind of like Banelings, but then they don't explode. Here we see the Dark Shrine right in front of the thick of things. I'm not sure if it even got cancelled. Offensive blink right there, but wow, look at it, army of Cass. So many bio units right now. And Rine says GG, grats. Empire Cass is the first player to be qualified for the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Cologne. Congratulations, Misha, also known as the Destroyer of Worlds. Cass once again just whenever he participated. I mean, he had a little slump. He did not perform very well in DreamHack, I know that, but often when he has to stand there, when it really matters, or when it really matters, might be a bit exaggeration because he didn't really win like the big tournaments yet. But even when he's under pressure, even when there's a lot of stake, he just played a really flawless tournament. He didn't play as many rounds as Rine did, though. So that's, I guess, the only thing that we could say.